Well, good evening. I have some baking I'm going to be doing. Polly got a box of apple cider donuts from Belltown Orchards for a Christmas present. And we simply can't eat all those donuts in their original state, and I'd hate for them to go to waste. So I'm making bread pudding with limoncello, lemon zest, the leftovers of the ground nuts that I used for the Russian tea cakes the other day, plump goji berries from nuts.com, lactose-free milk because that stuff lasts into the next year. Love that. And some eggs. So let's get started. I have 8 donuts. Cake donuts work the best. They absorb the liquid. And let's make the custard. Alright, so I have 3 eggs. I'm going to beat them lightly, and then I'm going to add in, once the butter cools, I have a stick of butter that's been melted. Splash of vanilla, probably about a teaspoon, a little bit of cinnamon, lemon zest. I'm not going to add lemon juice because I don't want the mixture to curdle, but the zest will impart all that flavor. And I think I'm going to start with 1.25 cups of the milk because I only have 8 donuts. Looks like a lot more, doesn't it? And then a splash of the limoncello. So let's get mixing. Alright, so what I have in this bowl are 3 eggs, large eggs, and it's the local farm eggs because we don't have ours at the moment. About 3 tablespoons of this limoncello, zest of half of the lemon, a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of vanilla, 1.5 cups of the lactose-free milk, and because it was lactose-free and 2% reduced, I added the rest of the heavy cream that I had in the fridge, which I reserved for sauces. It's probably like 2 tablespoons. It wasn't much, but it did make it creamier, and what you're seeing as little pieces, that's the butter. So it's a stick of melted butter. So I'm going to pour this over the, you know what, I might add a little bit of sugar. I think I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of brown sugar to this and mix it until it's dissolved, and then pour it over the pieces of the donuts. And these are apple cider donuts, and they have cinnamon sugar on them. I think my dog just burped. Excuse you. Excuse me. And then I will put on the goji berries haphazardly throughout. I'm going to let this sit for 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm going to pop it in a 375-degree oven. Probably going to put this on a cookie sheet in case there's any spillover. So I'm not sure how much liquid is going to be. Yeah, that should be fine. So I'll bring you to the next step. Oh, and the dust of nuts. My dusty nuts from the leftovers from the Russian tea cakes, which the recipe will be right here. The vlog that has that, I will put that up there. I really wish somebody would invent smell-o-vision because the smell is absolutely wonderful. It has the cinnamon and the limoncello, really nice perfuming. Oh, so good. So I'm gonna let this sit, and it's gonna be long enough for me to clean up all the dirty dishes, and then it's gonna go in the oven. I am definitely going to put this on a cookie sheet, but you can see there's plenty of liquid. It's about 2/3 of the way up. The bread will soak up the custard, and then it will bake, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. I would wager probably about 45 minutes later, so I'm going to set my timer once I put it in, but first I'm going to let it rest 5 to 10 minutes while I clean up. As a precaution, I have it on a 1/4 sheet pan because I'd rather clean a pan than the oven. So, Alexa, set timer to 45 minutes.
45 minutes, starting now.
And it goes. There it is, 45 minutes later. I'm going to let it cool because right now it is bubbling, but there's no liquid. Everything is set up. And to be honest and fair and full disclosure, I did pick off a few of the goji berries that got a little too dark. See right there? Yep. Because they weren't submerged, so they got a little too crispy. 45 minutes at 375, so that's what I would do it. But listen to this crispy top. I cannot wait to bust into this. But first I think I might make a little bit of a sauce with, oh, I used up all my cream. What could I use instead of cream? I'll come up with something with a little bit of limoncello just to solidify those flavors. So yeah, you could totally do this with your favorite liquor. Rum, if I had had that delicious honey wild turkey, I would have used it, but it was the last, gosh, I think I used that up earlier this year. I think the last time I made bread pudding was when I used the rest of that up, but it is delicious if anyone wants to try that. So there you go. Is it extreme close-up? Looks pretty good. So I'm gonna let it cool and make a little bit of a sauce and see if Polly wants to have some dessert. I decided on simple whipped cream because nothing beats the cool, refreshing. Look at the heat still rising from the bread pudding. So I'm gonna bring this up to Polly. He's just vegging. I think he watched the game. And that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you so much for stopping by and keeping us company. We'll see you next time.